We do have some really good players from this area. I'd like to go over each one of those. Troy Hunoff, his dad's here. He's a backup punter for us. Backs up another Yankton guy in Brady Hale. Brady ended up earning the starting position, and I think the sky's the limit for both those guys. Troy has the better leg. Troy has a stronger leg. Brady has been a little more consistent, so I look forward to that battle in the spring to see who will have that spot coming into fall camp. The guy you should be really proud of, and I mean really proud of, is Kellen Sulik. I've said it 2 years in a row. Kellen came in with some pressure on him, and I'm more proud of this. He is a better student in college than he was in high school. And for whatever reason, you should be proud of that. I'm not saying anything that you should second guess or wonder about or whatever. And I know his family's proud of that. And then after that, he's a phenomenal football player. He starts for us inside. He and Cole Langer, a couple South Dakota guys, start inside, and he is a dominant football player, and will only get better. And I've told him this, I've joked about it, but if he's an offensive lineman, he'd probably be an NFL player. Because if you know Kellen, he can be 340 pounds by just one meal, because he's a huge man. And we try to keep him at 300, literally try to keep him at 300. And he's got great feet. His body is as wide as a pickup. So, great future. And he's got the height. You know, the guy next to him, Cole Langer, is 3 inches shorter than him. Probably a better athlete, surely a better athlete, but not the potential. Matt Fitzgerald is a defensive end for us right now. He's working his tail off to get stronger. Evan Greenway, we moved from tight end to tackle, and he's a ways away, but I believe that he'll be a special player someday in our program. Take a 6'8" body and make it 320 pounds, guy that can play basketball, move around. Again, we've got one with, I think Witzman's now with the Chargers. Didn't have the feet that Evan did coming in. We had a guy across the border, Tom Pites from Crofton. I think they kind of adopt Yankton as their big city. Anyway, Tom had 3 shoulder surgeries for us in the first practice in fall camp. His shoulder came out again. So it's cool to be part of these guys' lives. It's really cool. It's an honor. It's humbling. But I'll never forget Tom coming in and the hard work he's done and telling me that he can't go on. You know, when you can't put your hand out and your shoulder slips out, you can't play football. And so he's serving us in a different fashion. And then Brady Sorensen is a young man that's joining our team next year from Yankton. Is asked today in the radio about this, and credit to Arla Lickness, credit to your community, credit to these young men working their tails off. These guys are playing at a high level of football. Just like the GPAC in basketball, our program, the Missouri Valley Football Conference, we are ranked higher than 6 FBS conferences in terms of strength. And so they're playing at a high level and pursuing their dream. Thanks for asking that. Okay, I'll lead into it with this. After that news comes out about Coach Nielsen and USD, and I live in both worlds here, so understand. I go to Culver's with my wife, and I walk by this guy, and he goes, "I suppose you want a multi-year contract for $1 million also?" And I looked at him and I said, "Why not? Why wouldn't I?" Yeah. You know. Okay, let's USD does it full force. Let's push this through. South Dakota State's been working on it for 3 years, behind the scenes. What's better? Okay, name me one division football coach in America that doesn't have a multi-year contract. There isn't one. You go across the border to Minnesota, the Division II football coaches have 4-year rollover contracts. And so, again, I said this 7-8 years ago. We all need to reclassify. And I was hoping that would get to the Board of Regents in the state legislature. I'm being a little sarcastic here, but that's the way of the world.
Who would be stopping you now? Who doesn't want you to have it?
There's no law for it. The Board of Regents and the state legislature. There's no system for it. So, if you've grown up in South Dakota, you don't just snap your fingers and things change, right? I suffer from that, or I benefit from that. I'm a German from Selby, South Dakota. I mean, I grew up in the same environment that My dad would have said, whoa, slow down. This change is too fast. So my point is simply this. This will be my message after being so negative there. My point is every other coach in America has a multi-year contract for many, many reasons. Not because it's the way of the world, because of commitment to assistance. When I retire or I get fired, 10 other coaches get fired instantly. Think about the pressure on those guys. So there's a lot of reasons for it. And I wouldn't mind his salary either, coaching the LCS. Phenomenal. Sum it up and then I'll go over. At the start of the season next year, the stadium will be complete, and we'll have built since 2009 $103 million of facilities just in that little 20-acre area. The Dykehouse Center has been a godsend for us in terms of teaching and training and taking care of our athletes. We've expanded the academic area in there now. The indoor practice facility, which came with a new weight room and new training room and cold tub, hot tub, underwater treadmill for rehab, a clinic, that is the biggest difference maker for us. In the spring, we used to look outside and say, well, we're moving spring ball here, or now we practice at 6:45 Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and we have no weather problems. And then when they change the daylight savings time, we go inside, we don't lose practice. When it's windy, you can't put up a lift truck, you go inside, you can't lose practice. So it is a huge difference maker for us. And then the stadium, I'm blessed, my office looks out over the stadium, as saying today, also, when they took the topsoil off and then started tearing down the stadium, I thought, man, I can't handle this. And now you see the construction on the west side, and you go, I can't wait for this. And that'll be complete. We'll have a new artificial surface down, and it'll be, I've boldly said that many people that go into that thing, I think they'll be shocked. It'll change the way we think in South Dakota. And I don't mean that negatively. I mean it is a stretch from what I think we've done here, and we should be stretched. We talked about that a little bit on the way over here in the car, my WNX guys there. So it really blessed.